Hello, everybody.
No worries at
Welcome,
all.
welcome to Action Round Zero. This is Casey Alexander. I'm your humble composer of the music that you hear sometimes before these and after these videos. I'm also a player that's been playing since 2011, and I'm joined today by the legend Michael Stryker. Michael, thanks for joining me.
Hey, it is so good to be here, Casey.
Thanks,
How are you doing
Michael.
tonight?
Yeah, hey, listen, I'm really excited to talk to you about this game, and I did want to ask a question. The question is about initial setup as the USSR. So I've often seen you and other players set up as a 4-5. I've always done a 4-4-1. So I was just wondering if you could explain, like, what are the sort of situations that you think about when you want to do a 4-5 setup before we watch these guys set up.
So I set up with 4-5 in many, many different situations. But if I'm not going to be cooing Italy, if I know I'm not going to coo Italy at DEF CON 5, a lot of times I'll set up 4-5. Like if you've got duck and cover and you're going to play that on AR1. If you have EU or Truman, a lot of times I'll set up 4-5 if I don't think I'm going to coo Italy on AR1, if I'm going to coo Iran perhaps, or if I'm going to play Vietnam Revolt and go there and then have to play EU to get to Thailand. Just a number of situations. Also, sometimes when people set up 3-3-2-2, if I know my opponent typically does that,
Mm-hmm.
I might set up 4-5 because putting the one, getting the adjacency to Italy doesn't help you, even if you're going to coup Italy on AR1.
Right.
So a lot of different situations.
Cool.
Even
Thanks.
one time I played Justin, he likes to set up he set up 4-3-3 in response to 4-5. And it's just as good for you to coup Italy on AR1 there if that was, if you know they're going to do that.
Right? Yeah. This all makes sense to me. So thank you, Michael. So today we're gonna watch a game. It's a Champions League game. It's from. Okay. You want to say Bidar's name?
Yeah, so I have no idea if I'm going to get this completely right. I'm sure I'm going to get it wrong, but I believe it's Bidart Larrakoetxa. So if you're out there watching, let us know how I did, how
I
bad it was, or if
I'm
it
I
was
respect you,
if it was
Michael. And Bidar is from the
right.
Basque Country. Bidar is, I think, about number 60 ITSR right now. Very good player. Played in the World Cup this weekend. And Bidar is facing Aleksei Lobunko from the Netherlands, at least as far as I know, and number 9 right now ITSR. So this should be a great matchup. Um, we're gonna watch the game at 1x speed, and Mike and I are gonna do our best to give you guys the best rundown that we can. All right, so here we go. Starting out, we're watching from Badar's side from the USSR. We're gonna do a normal 4-4-1 here. It looks like Yugoslavia. My whole thing is I always do Yugoslavia unless I'm holding what's it called independent reds. Are you like that too? I mean, unless you're doing a 4-5.
I usually set up Austria no matter what, but I really don't think it makes much difference either way.
I kind of
Just
agree.
because
Go ahead.
it's so rare, I'm going to try to fight for Europe on country count before you
Yeah.
go to Yugoslavia and then you're going to go to Greece. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the advantage of Yugoslavia.
Right. The Greece thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
so this looks like a pretty obvious Marshall setup.
It does. It does seem like Marshall. And I think my headline here would be AI war, just to try to get like a presence-less Middle East is always huge, right? It's a great way
Yeah.
to.
So if you win that, yeah, and it's not a big problem if it got defectors.
Right. Yeah,
I
100%.
think the only other option would have been something like the Nazis.
Yeah. I agree cuz like you wouldn't ever do Korean war, and then everything else doesn't make any
No,
sense. So yeah, it's really.
none of those make any sense.
All right. So we do see a Marshall headline. And here we go. AI war fails. Bummer. So what do you do here?
Yeah, Marshall's also nice. Well, I would probably personally, I would do something like a Truman coup on Iran
A
because I
Truman
don't have
coup.
access to Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have access to Southeast Asia. I'm going to get my mill ups. I've already got 2 from Arab-Israeli war, so I would want to just you know keep DEFCON high and fill up the battlegrounds I have access to.
Yeah. So, but why? So why a Truman coup on Iran? Why a one up? Just to drop DEFCON one spot, but probably not work?
Well, I prefer to get DEF CON at 4 instead of at 5. And if I roll high, that's great. If I roll, if I don't get anything, that's fine too.
Right. Okay. I got it. Man, it's
those... because I'm not really concerned with knocking him out of Iran here.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you roll well, every strategy works.
Yeah. Well, he does knock him out of Iran, and not only that, but he's got overprotection. So things are looking great for Bidart here on turn 1 AR1. But we'll see what happens. And we see a sort of typical Malaysia to and Lebanon spread. That's pretty normal. So how quick do you reach for Nazi scientists? Like to get those 2 VPs? Are you an AR2 guy?
I would have probably gone right then. Yeah, I think I would have gone right then, in fact.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to think that way. I think I probably would have gone there too, but
so if you didn't have Korea War in hand, maybe you go South Korea, just so that if the U.S. has it, you've got some protection. But since he had Korean War in hand, I think I would have gone the Nazis right away.
Yeah. All right, so we see pretty normal early war so far. Europe's not great. We're at DEFCON 4. We don't want to drop DEFCON, right? Like, we're leaving it high as long as we can.
I don't think there's any reason for Bidart to drop DEFCON here.
Right.
He's got his mill op. And he certainly doesn't want it at 3 and then let Aleksei have the last coup on Iran.
And to have Thailand freely, right? Like, there's no...
Right. So Aleksei's going to coup Iran at some point in this turn, right?
Well, yeah, I would assume, right? Or
he needs his mill up. Iran's the logical place to go.
Yeah.
So if he's going to coup Iran, I would prefer to have the ability to coup back if Aleksei rolls well.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right. But he's just taking battlegrounds in the Middle East. This also makes sense. And then we can fight back by taking Iraq. This all makes sense to me, too. I like being up by 1 in Korea, even though Korean War is gone, right? And then here's the big coup.
Yeah, so here's the big coup. Rolls the 5.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So now we got a coup back. Okay.
But Bidart got a 5 when he rolled, so he's got a coup back. Oh, he gets the 5 back.
There we go. Okay. So
I think we've had 3 5s in a row on the coups.
Is that right? Oof. Yeah.
A lot of big rolls.
So hard to know. Who would you rather be? Pardon?
That's hard to say. He doesn't have deco. He doesn't have D-style.
Yeah.
That's his problem right now. If you're Bidart.
Yeah, and then here goes D-style into the discard. I'd rather see it go into the discard now, but oh gosh, yeah. I mean, France is now untakeable. Yeah, like it seems kind of like Europe is kind of locked up. I definitely am headlining Nasser in this case, but am I right about that? Are you headlining Nasser here?
Yeah, I think Nasser's the only headline that makes sense to me.
Uh-huh. Okay. And then that hurts a lot? Like a lot?
Yeah, that hurts. So that's probably gonna cut his hand by 4 ops.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you event blockade in this hand? Like do you actively track cards? I don't anymore. I stopped because I felt like it was actually hurting my game.
I typically do.
Pardon?
I typically do, even though a lot of time I typically do track, but I find that a lot of times I miss a card or two. It's very easy to miss it, and then if you miss a card or two, it's just as bad as not tracking at all. It doesn't really give you, it can almost hurt you because you might think you know their hand. You need to be very careful with it, and it takes a little bit of your concentration. It's not always clearly the best thing to do.
I found that I actually played worse when I was tracking because I was so caught up in that side of things. So once I stopped tracking, I enjoy it more when I'm not tracking. I have more fun because I'm not caught up in doing the whole thing. Um, I don't think it makes me a better player, but it definitely makes me have more fun. And why play the game if not to have fun? Am I right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. We have Asia. We're not getting Dom. There's no way we're getting Dom here. I think holding
Right.
US.
I don't think you're going to lose it either.
No,
So
I
I guess
agree.
the question is whether you want to just dump Asia now, or do you want to like play the China card and try to make it a little bit better?
Yeah.
Um,
It seems.
he doesn't have to play the China card
Yeah.
here.
I, that's another like lesson I've taken over the last 5 years. Like, don't play China unless you absolutely have to, right? Like, just keep holding it. So I would rather get 1 point versus two or whatever. Like right now we get a +1 in Asia. Seems
Right.
seems better
Right.
than
And he's
playing
not
the
going to
China
get
card.
domination even if he plays the China card.
Yeah, 100%. So what? Here we go. So now we drop Asia. Just now there's no incentive to take
Yeah.
India, right?
Yeah. I guess it depends on what else he's going to do this turn.
Mm-hmm.
So Mideast hasn't scored. He could go to Saudi, I guess. He could.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure where else he's going.
All right. So okay. Now, do you event blockade here? Like, of course we know D stall's out.
No,
Yeah. Just
because D cells out.
yeah. So you just keep it in the deck, and then hope. I mean, a blockade in the late war is so devastating because you've forgotten about it. Like inevitably, like everybody forgets about it by the late war.
Right, right. Yeah, I just don't think it really gets anything. I mean, I guess if you're tracking cards and you know that your opponent doesn't have any red threes that they can discard, so they would have to discard something like duck and cover or EEU to it, then maybe it's worthwhile to event it.
Right.
But if they may have something like Socialist Government or De Gaulle or Suez in hand, and I haven't been tracking cards in this game,
No.
I think a couple of them are still out. So it's likely he's got a red three in response.
Yeah, I agree. No, I mean, I don't think we've seen socialist governments or Suez, but you're right. It's moving pretty fast, and we're having a nice conversation. So I'm not keeping track of all the
Yeah, so I
cards.
know I've saw De Gaulle and we've seen D style, but I don't think we've seen Suez. I don't
Yeah,
think we've seen Socialist Government.
agreed. Yeah,
Um, yeah, so I don't think you're going to catch a player of Aleksei's quality not holding something for blockade.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
I mean, even if it's something like EEU or duck and cover or 5-year plan, he's going to have something.
Yep. All right. So we've got one up. We're going into turn 3. Europe is unseen. There's nothing you can do about Europe. Yeah. Are we gonna overprotect something? Just fight for India,
He can't
maybe?
overprotect. He can't overprotect everything, so you might as well just go into one of the Asian battlegrounds.
I agree. I would say like fight for.
If you overprotect Pakistan, he could break you in North Korea. If you overprotect North Korea, he could break you in Pakistan. So
Mm-hmm.
there's just
So you may as well fight for
I don't
India,
think.
or I mean, South Korea is like actually probably the best place for it, right? Because India is susceptible to the war.
Yeah, but if the U.S. goes to South Korea, then they're open to the war. So
Right.
I'm not sure which one would be better.
All right. All right. This turn 3. Uh, let's see what happens here. I guess if I'm the
Yeah.
U.S.,
So
if is there a break? Can they break one of those Asian battlegrounds and get no? Because they only have one battleground. They just have Thailand. Okay. Oh, and then but they do still
yeah,
break.
they
Okay.
can't get domination, but I think that's a good play.
Yeah,
I don't see what else they're going to do with those two ops. So I like that play.
I agree. Oof. Okay. We get Middle East and Europe and duck and cover. So can
Yeah.
we
So right now he's
redraw
hoping for a redraw 5-year plan.
UN intervention and 5-year plan? That's what we're hoping. No, you don't want that. Well, because then you're playing. Oh, and Asia. Oh, rough. That's rough, man.
Yeah.
This is rough.
So he's probably got to go Asia right away.
You want to
right?
headline Asia, or do you want to headline Middle East?
Well,
I would headline Middle East
I
and
think
then fight in Asia a little bit, or maybe headline Europe and hope for defectors. I guess.
maybe Europe for defectors. Yeah,
Yeah,
you could hope.
that's rough. Oh man, and now he knows. He knows about it all.
Yeah, it's possible that East even gets bad here. We'll see what the role is.
Yep.
I wonder if I wonder if he goes for Egypt or Iran, or if he just goes for Panama.
Huh.
If you're watching, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Where's
Agreed.
he going to coup right now?
Yeah. Oh my god, and he rolls a
Oh,
6. Oh, that's devastating. Devastating.
Iran's
Okay.
been flipping all over the
So
place.
now, oh
But
yeah, now you drop Middle East,
wouldn't
right?
even have
That
a playable pre-op to go in there.
oh, that's so rough.
Yeah, he's just got to dump. He's got to dump.
He's yeah. And then like so now do we know I think we haven't seen US Japan or NATO, I think. Oh no, we have US Japan in our hand. Uh we haven't seen NATO though, right? Or maybe that was maybe we saw that in turn 1. Oh.
Not sure. Yeah, so
Oh,
this is
that's
the
so
problem.
devastating. Do we play China card? Play China card, right? Fight back.
I
Like,
think he's got to play
come on,
take
you.
India and South Korea.
Yeah, India and South
Uh,
Korea. This is to me when you play the China card.
his opponent knows he doesn't have South Korea, so his opponent can grab South Korea here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now he's listening to us. Yes. Oh, Burma?
Oh,
Come
no,
on.
no,
Why not
no,
Korea? Come on. Korea's a battleground. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you got to go South Korea,
Yeah.
or maybe even flip
Oh,
Pakistan.
flipping Pakistan.
Yeah,
There's an
I'll
argument
do it.
there, but not Burma. 3 into Burma makes no
No,
sense
I
to me.
don't. I'm too conservative. That's too scared. Way scared.
All
Like
right.
that, because I think his opponent's going to Korea here. I guess his opponent needs a 4, because if he takes South Korea, you can flip Pakistan if he doesn't overprotect.
Yeah. Okay.
But if Aleksei has a 4, then you go 3 South Korea, 1 Pakistan. And that really, what a world of hurt that puts Bidart in.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I was NATO the first coup? No, I don't think it was. I don't think we've seen NATO. I think that Aleksei has NATO. I could be wrong. I can't remember.
I think NATO was one of the Iran coups, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Okay.
I think it was Alexi's coup on Iran.
Mm. Well, this is nice, I suppose.
You could take, maybe you take 2 from, you take 2 from the UK
Yeah.
to force them to at least spend 1 up there. Oh, but he's already played EU's Europe scoring, so that doesn't matter. He doesn't need to respond to that.
Yep. I think I would have taken 1 out of Israel in this case. Well, would I? I don't know.
I think I would have too.
Yeah.
I don't think you needed to take 2 out of the UK.
Yeah. I agree. With NATO's not in effect. All right. So what do we think here? We're going to see 3 go into Korea, and then we flip Pakistan with China?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be my guess.
Yeah.
I think you want to be aggressive here if you're Aleksei. You know his hand.
Oh, that was gnarly. Okay, but now you just play China, right? You take Korea, take both Koreas back. Like, if you just have 3 battlegrounds, then you're not dominated in Asia.
You're gonna have to play the China card
Yeah,
here.
you have to. 1, 2, 3.
Your opponent knows what you have.
And
You're too vulnerable.
then you overprotect. Oh, you don't overprotect. Okay. I think I would overprotect North Korea because it's just a little bit more sensitive. But tell me if I'm wrong here. I would put 3 in South Korea, 2 in North Korea, and then be ready to play U.S. Japan to just like say stop bugging me, right? Like, I will
Well, I don't think you want to
overprotect.
play Japan before Asia scores. You don't want to play Japan before Asia scores.
Yeah, but if
I
you can
like
keep
this.
it
I
to
think you just
even.
overprotect it, and then if he breaks, you just dump Asia. He's
Yeah.
probably going to break, but then you just Asia, and you get away with not getting dominated at least.
Right. Yeah, okay. So you can break. Okay, you're right, because it's 2-3 right now. So he can break one country. Can he break two and get it? No. Even with a 4 he couldn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to keep that up.
Now you dump
Even if he
Asia.
could, you could just. You got to dump it now.
Oh, wow. Wait.
I don't know.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, there we
Just
go.
get rid of it.
Just please let me not
I guess
have
he
this.
really doesn't have a whole lot else to do, though, is the problem. So he wants the space duck, probably event Fidel, and then I guess he's got 2 ops left, which I don't know what he wants to do with it. Maybe just.
Looks like Panama is what he wants to do with
I
it.
don't even know. Yeah, maybe put one in Panama. That makes sense.
Uh-oh. Influences. We're looking at a lot of influence there.
I've never seen that glitch before.
Oh, yeah. I know. There's always a new glitch.
That's interesting. I've never seen that one before.
Yeah.
I guess because I tend to, I don't do the drag and drop.
You do the
There's the
point and click.
I do the click.
Yeah, sure.
I do point and click instead of drag and drop. So I've
Yeah.
never seen that glitch before.
It's so funny. I used to do point and click, and now I do drag and drop because I like, I don't know. It just seems more fun, but it doesn't really matter. Gosh, I don't know what I do here. It's you definitely want to space duck. You want to event Fidel and maybe save U.S. Japan for next turn. Like, right? We've
I
only
think Japan's your hold card for sure.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 hold cards in this case because we played China.
No, you don't want to hold duck. Get it out of your hand. You want to space it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So space duck now, right? And then save your last
Goes to
AR.
space. Duck goes to space, and you might as well do it right now.
Yeah. You got nothing else to
just
do.
keep your flexibility.
Yeah. It's not like anything's going to happen to Panama in the meantime. But okay.
And that's probably where you want to spend the ops, but there's no need to do it right now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what Burma gets you, but okay. This guy's higher rated than me, so I should shut my mouth. All right. So we're going into the mid-war. You're the USSR. What are you thinking? Like, what is your sort of priorities here? Are you going hard on Africa, given the way it looks?
It all depends on what cards you draw. I mean, obviously, you want to get some access to South America. Would be nice.
Well, you have access, right? You could put all 4 of these into Colombia right now and see what happens, but
No.
well, okay, I'm just
You wouldn't want to do that.
no, I'm just saying. I agree. I wouldn't do that either. I don't know about that though. Come on.
Why does he want to do that?
He's not. He's just trying things out, I guess. I would event Fidel here. I don't know, man.
Japan's a nice hold card because it also protects you from missile envy.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention, but we haven't seen UN this turn, right? So you could always draw UN again.
I agree. Yeah. I would have I would probably have space duck and cover, but maybe I don't know. Some people like to
and maybe you can use those 4 ops more productively in next turn. Right now, you don't have a whole lot of good use for it. So next turn, maybe you've got some access and you've got a good place to use them. I really don't like using them right now.
Yeah, you get Junta turn 4. You put 2 in Uruguay. You coup Mexico, and then your U.S. Japan goes to Brazil and Argentina. That's the dream game right there. But
that's the dream.
Yeah. But we don't have Junta. We have.
And I dislike that he did not space last turn. I don't like getting behind the game. Get rid of your cards when you can.
I agree. Oh,
get rid of the bad cards when you can.
That's rough. That's a pretty cool headline there to not get that. Sucks, but
that doesn't kill him. He spent 2 ops. He lost 2 ops.
Yeah, I agree. But that is a sweet access card.
Right. But he's got Fidel.
Uh-huh. You're right. He has Fidel in hand.
So
That's a good
he
point.
can already get to Cuba. So I mean,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. Well, this is good. This is fine.
So in that case, would you have gone Angola or Zaire? Like, I guess Angola's better, right? Because Zaire is more of a reline target.
Yeah, I think Angola is better, less likely to get yourself realigned.
Now, are you going to go hard into South Africa from there? Since you you made the attack. If they don't take South Africa, do you put Muslim Revolution all in?
Yes. Or you're going to flip Zaire, yeah. But now you can't flip. So yeah, I'd absolutely take South Africa. He's got nothing else to do with his op.
Yeah, I would put Muslim Revolution all into South Africa right here because just yeah,
Yeah,
like
right. What else is it? What else is he going to do this turn?
right. Oh, we're gonna take.
There's he's blocked out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
so
Now the other guy can
if I'm
take
US, take South Africa
and then
make
start
him, make him
realigning.
go to,
Yeah. Oh man, I would have taken South Africa.
and you get a place to go. If you went right now to South Africa, then the US is not going to have a place to go.
Yeah. Yeah, ABM, brush, all of that. Like, there's so many reasons.
Yeah, the US could obviously have a card that gives him no up, but I don't want to make it easy for him.
Right. Well, in this case,
So let's do a count on battlegrounds. What US has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Soviets have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so US has the no, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think the US has a battleground lead right now.
yeah. Oof.
I mean, this is looking really good for Aleksei, in my opinion.
I agree. I would much rather be the U.S. here. Come on, play Muslim Revolution into South Africa, bro. This is like
Actually, I think with flower power, you could have gone to South Africa, to Botswana there for the US.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, and you can even try that for the event.
You could. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Okay.
Don't be scared. Roll the dice.
Yeah. In some cases, like if you can get a couple points out of it, so big.
Oh, if you win that, it's just huge.
Ugh. Yeah. You get the 2 points, but also the battleground. It's enormous. Yeah. Ugh, man, it's so devastating
You're
when.
safe in Asia. He's
Yeah. Okay.
nobody wants to take South Africa.
Wait, now we're just giving you Surrey? Bro.
Well, he's going to have to.
Yeah, I guess that's
He's got
true.
to, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I hadn't thought about the fact that he has 5-year and duck. That's pretty rough.
Well,
Okay.
I guess he could try to do double space. He could space duck and
See what
perhaps
happens.
He
Yeah.
gets out of it.
But I guess like
just see what happens.
a lot of players want to hold 5-year no matter what, even though it can mean certain death, because it can also mean getting out of a 8-point scoring card or whatever. Like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but he can't hold 5-year and not play Surrey.
Right. There's nothing else to coup. Okay, well that was nice. Nice 6 in Cameroon is pretty sweet.
Good
So
roll.
please take South Africa. Like if I'm Aleksei and I haven't taken what are we doing? Or 1 South Africa, 2 Botswana. Like that's a good move, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what else he wants to do.
Zimbabwe. Okay.
Um,
I don't know.
I mean, at least that does
Still,
give him,
like-
that gives him African domination, so that's reasonable.
It does. Agreed. So why aren't we taking South Africa? Can we just take South Africa? Okay.
He's got to space that this turn sooner or later. I guess he's worried maybe Aleksei has 1 small step, so he doesn't want to space early.
Yeah. I guess it's turn 4. Like why are we all people are so paranoid about 1 small step and stuff? Like it's possible,
Yeah, I think
but it's pretty
Right.
unlikely.
I think I would have rather tried to space twice if I could.
Agreed. Okay, see? There we go. Now we're going to coup South African. Space that, of course. I don't know. For my money, if we were all in on South Africa, things would be better. But like, we would still be dominated, I suppose. But I guess now we coup. Yeah.
No, this is he's got a whole 5-year plan. I think I would have just gone 5-year plan right now.
Yeah.
Because what is he hoping to discard? I guess Africa, but you can flip that around next turn.
Agreed. Yeah. So many ways to flip Africa around.
Southeast Asia, but even if you dump that in the mid-war, usually coming back in the late war. Ooh,
Southeast Asia, is it like a turn? Is it like a 2 right now? Ooh, gosh, that was a...
Yeah, why do that at the end of a turn? Do that early so you can get to Brazil.
Yeah, I agree, but now there's like a lot of conflict in your mind, right? If you're Bidart, you're thinking, do I coup Venezuela? Do I coup Zaire? Do I coup Nigeria?
Oh, you know what? Look, he just headlined Bear Trap. I wonder if that was his hold card. I mean, maybe that was his plan. I'm going to headline Bear Trap so that I know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get cooed.
What? What about grain sales? Well, come on. Like, doesn't it seem like grain sales is the more like important card to get out of your hand? But I don't know.
Well, he can always space it. So.
I mean, I agree, but like, just I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, he can.
I mean.
Okay, so he can 5-year Central if that gets bad, if that gets worse or whatever. But it looks kind of bad in terms of South America now. Missile Envy and Bear Trap.
What did he pick up with Missile Envy? I didn't. We were talking.
Yeah, we were talking. He picked up. We Will Bury You.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Ooh, I almost like just going with one there, and then because he's got so many 4s, he could punch him into Venezuela on the next day or two.
I agree. I kind of feel like yeah, maybe. Well, then what do you use, De Gaulle? Like put one there.
Yeah, maybe De Gaulle, and you can pick South Africa at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I like that. 1 Colombia, 2 South Africa.
You're going to use 5-year plan to dump.
Okay. Well, what do you do?
I don't think you need NTB there. Why not just use De Gaulle? You don't need to use your 4.
I agree. Yeah, because what else are we going to... Like, De Gaulle's a great event, but I don't think in this case.
No, Europe scored.
Yep. But he must be thinking, I want to keep De Gaulle for the event. I mean, what, like, or, I don't know, maybe he just... That, like, why else...
You can see right now, he doesn't know where to put the 4. He doesn't know what to do with the 4.
Right.
Because there's not a good place for it. But why not use the 3?
I guess if I had to pick a place for the 4th, I'd put it in Colombia just in case of the coup or whatever. But like,
that just seems so.
I agree.
Yeah, I
just
like
De Gaulle, 1 Colombia, 2 South Africa. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, at least we're on the same page. Well done.
Yeah, more sense. There you go, Bidart.
Mm-hmm. So now we see Venezuela gets filled in. Along with what else? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ooh, aggressive.
It's good. I like that.
I love aggressive play.
Okay.
He's got, for the 2? But Bidart's got the op, so he can counter it.
Yeah, I would say.
He can just drop a 4-up coup.
A 4-up coup on Uruguay or a 4-up jam into Venezuela?
What
are we doing?
No.
What? And he rolls a 1. I don't know, man. That's not what I would have did. I guess, like, get Milops early is the plan. Still got dominated.
Well, he doesn't move. Just move to... I mean...
All right. It just seems...
He smelled Africa. Maybe he was right and we were wrong.
How can you... Like, what gave him the Africa smell? Like, I didn't see any...
I don't know.
Oh. Headline peak is the most annoying. Well, no, it's
He's got he's getting problems.
yeah.
Oh, you got to coup now. Either coup or just bust into Venezuela.
Yeah,
One or
okay.
the other.
It's for me, for my money, the cooing is so iffy. I would rather take my big four and jam it right on into.
No, 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 no. Oh,
Ugh,
wow. He's
yeah,
like wanting to hold 5 years for South America. Why not just fight
yeah,
for it?
yeah. I agree, but I understand that he's holding it for South America. But what if he doesn't pull South America? What if
Exactly.
Aleksei pulls South America? Yeah, so let's coup.
Right. And what if he pulls a bunch of blue cards? Then he can't. He's got a really bad hand that he's got to deal with.
Right, 100%. Yeah, 5 year is a blessing and a curse. All right. So finally, he's jammed the way that we implored him to do, and now we get China out of it, which is nice. I wonder if we're going to see a cultural revolution now. Well, I would have personally, I would have jammed Brazil there because I like spreading my influence out rather than concentrating it in one place. You get
I don't like
access.
it where you're going to get. I don't know. Maybe I guess it depends on how scared you are of real lines.
Yeah, I guess it's nice to get like influence everywhere, right? Then you can do something with it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Here we go.
I don't know if you cover Venezuela. Maybe you need to get something into Argentina and Chile there, because now you really need to drop DEFCON if you're the U.S. because Argentina is so vulnerable.
All right, Michael, what is your headline here? So I used to reach for Brush War as a headline, and now I've realized that's maybe not the best plan. Let's see. Cambridge is not great with only one scoring unseen. Not a great plan. OPEC is 2 points. Is it Brush War?
Yeah, I don't like OPEC. I think it's probably Brush
Yeah.
War, but then where
Where
is
do
that
you
going to
go?
be Venezuela or is it going to be Thailand?
Zaire?
No, not Zaire.
Yeah.
No, not a country that's already scored, and
Yeah, I hear you.
that battleground's not very stable, even if you take it.
100%. I was just thinking, oh, it's the most likely. Or I guess like Libya is equally likely. He's yeah, he's like saying these are the places. Oh, there we go.
Oh, well,
Okay. So
now I guess it's
definitely Venezuela. And then it hits. Okay. So that's
he
nice.
gets the roll. He
Yeah.
gets the roll.
That's nice. Well,
Good job.
okay, good. Yeah.
Very nice.
Totally nice. I find Nixon plays the China card to be a very problematic card when I'm in the USSR. It's either you give away the China card or you give away 2 VPs. What's your preferred giveaway? I know that it all depends, but like just speak broadly. Would you rather give 2 VPs or give away the China card?
I'd rather give away 2 VPs.
That's what I typically end up doing
In
too, but it hurts, man.
Yeah, in general. In
Yeah.
general. So, yeah, and I would rather... Yeah, I'd rather give it away so that I can get the China card back eventually.
Yeah.
Get Nixon out of the deck, get Yusuri out of the deck, and hope to get the China card back.
Yeah. Although cultural's gone, so now it's like a big fight for the China card.
Yeah, you're probably not getting it back.
Yeah, Oh, that was a big roll. Holy crap.
Yeah, saves them another VP. Some good
Mhm.
rolls there. Very nice rolls.
And you got arms race pretty much guaranteed. I don't think you can get a 5 mill up turn.
Only how I learn.
How I learned, which I think we've already seen. He says, better be quiet. Oh, there's how I learned. Never mind. I guess we hadn't seen it, but yeah. Please play that for the event right now.
But yeah, you're not gonna event it anyway. It wouldn't make sense to event it.
Right, of course.
So yeah, just thinking overall, this is looking a little better for Bidart to me.
It is. I agree, but it's still like actually he doesn't have any Doms, and he's down by 3 Doms, right?
Yeah, but just thinking, what are the battlegrounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for Bidart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's 12, 12 now. So he's pretty much evened up the battlegrounds. He's ahead on the score.
Those two relines just now helped a lot. Is this a thing that you do? Like when you're playing, you just stop and count battlegrounds to see where you're at?
Yeah, I like to try to have an idea of how the game's going. Am I winning? Am I losing? Am I totally losing? Is it a close game?
Right.
Yeah, I very much like to know where I think the game is going and how I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
I do
one of the
too.
number one measures of that is battleground count.
Yeah. But like when I look at and I see Asia, Middle East, South America all with the blue bar, and then I see Africa with the red bar. Africa's obviously the most volatile region. I'm worried, right? Like it's like,
well, Asia's only because of shuttle diplomacy.
Yeah.
So that might change.
Yeah.
And that's not final scoring. Yeah, I'm not sure that Bidart is winning by any means, but it's not too bad. I mean, Central's looking pretty good.
Central's looking great, actually, if we can.
Venezuela's like a rock.
Yeah. I mean, there's
like
always a second brush war, but okay.
Yeah, good luck realigning me.
Yeah,
go ahead, roll the dice, realign me. I don't care.
Yeah, go for it.
You can get lucky, and I'll still have control.
Yeah, I got 14, but but then again, still getting dominated in South America no matter what, even with the 14 in Venezuela.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Aleksei's a little bit better here, but this is very close right now. This is not. Neither player has won it by any means. Neither player has a significant lead, in my opinion.
Yeah, I hear you. If I'm Bidart, I'm starting to think about war games. I'm starting to think about, well, mostly war games. Maybe hoping for some sort of lone gunman trap.
Right, we haven't seen lone gunman yet.
Right.
Turn 6, so it wouldn't be crazy if Aleksei has it in hand right now. I mean, he could have had it for the last 2 turns for all we know. Bidart has a China card. Aleksei's got the lead in space. So, yeah, this is a pretty evenly balanced game, in my opinion.
Yeah. I would not be giving up China card in turn 6. Well, I guess it depends. Like, he's got a tough hand. But
well, he's going to have to either space. He needs to decide: is he going to space Nixon or is he going to space Kennedy? Which one is he going to space, and which one is he going to play? Because he's got to play one.
I would play Kennedy because like even if Alexei's getting rid of whatever lone gunman or whatever, then like it'll still come back. So I don't know. I feel like playing Kennedy turn AR7 is usually not that bad unless there's a scoring out there that you're just really want to get. Then it's different.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. I think Bidart played it the way I would have done it, facing Nixon. I think he's going to give Kennedy. Yeah, he spaced Nixon, right?
He did. He spaced Nixon.
I missed what happened. I missed what happened in Panama. How did Aleksei take over Panama?
He just played.
He pushed it.
He played Voice of America, right?
Oh, he VOA'd it. Okay.
He VOA'd it. Then Bidart had to space, and then he took it with our man. Yep.
Oh, he gives him Kennedy. We'll see if he don't gun it or not.
Nothing got discarded, so it was a good move.
Oh, that was the right decision.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see a 5-year of OAS, but I mean, with 14 in Venezuela, do you even really need the 5-year OAS here? Could you just give OAS?
You don't want a whole 5-year plan forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great if you get a U.S. scoring, but if you get a hand with a ton of U.S. events, not so great. Yeah, see, he's got more battlegrounds.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, he got the poke of doom. Whenever the U.S. gets the debates off, that's usually a bad sign for the Soviets.
I
always
100% agree.
Not forever.
Not great.
You don't like it when Tsar's taking the lead in battlegrounds. But yeah, this is still, to me, this looks like a pretty balanced game. So let's think. I mean, U.S. has domination South America, Mideast, and likely should get it in Europe. Soviets have domination in Africa and a slight VP lead. Base is even. Soviets have China. Maybe the U.S. is a bit ahead right now, but it's still pretty even.
Yeah, I'd rather be the U.S., but I'm always very pessimistic also when I'm playing, and because I'm watching from the USSR side, I'm pessimistic. Oh, he's drawn lone gunman. That sucks.
Yeah, but Hunt and ABM are very nice.
Yeah.
Did he get a reshuffle? ABM, I know, is not a redraw, so I'd want to look. Did he get a reshuffle or not on turn 7?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, there's a reshuffle. I'm really curious All right, here we go. It's turn 7. Haven't been tracking cards, so don't quite know, but we have Junta and ABM. Pretty great.
He's going ABM instead of Junta. I guess he wants to go for Thailand because he hasn't seen Southeast Asia yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's going to work great. Go for Thailand.
Yeah, okay.
Just played Nuke Sub, so you don't even need to worry about following up with a coup on your next AR.
Oh, God.
You can break it.
But if you roll a 1, it's not great.
Still think China for this. Oh, that was pretty hurtful. But yeah, I think you got to go China.
Yeah.
Get the VPs and get yourself into war games territory.
Yep, 100%. We had seen.
Was a very.
Sorry,
one.
I'm forgetting now. We had seen every single scoring except for Southeast Asia leading into this turn, right?
I think that's correct.
Oh, never mind. Wait.
Oh, no, that's a redraw, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a redraw. Oh, gosh. That's rough. Okay. No more war games.
Well, it's interesting he wanted to dump it right away. Instead, I guess he knows his opponent has Junta. I mean, he could have fought for Chile and made a point better, but maybe it's not worth it to gild the lily there.
Well, yeah. 3 ops for 1 point? Oh, man, at this point,
maybe that's not worth it. Just move on with something else.
When you look at the board, you've got Middle East, you've got, Europe. You're probably like, well, do I need that 1 point? Okay, so Junta's kind of, well, it's not worth less. I guess you can go. What would you do with Junta? Go Cuba and then
hold it.
Just hold it. Hold it. Yeah,
it's a great headline. Yeah, it's a fantastic headline. So hold it. You're holding 2 cards anyway.
It's the best headline. Oh yeah. So you would hold. What would you hold? Junta and Lone Gunman?
Yeah, maybe even Gunman's
like
second hold.
Gunman's a useless card unless you play it, for the event now. So.
Well, it's turn 7, so he should know all of his cards if he's tracking.
Yeah.
Or at least most of them.
If he's not having fun.
That's right.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that it's very fun to track. I did track. You know what? The whole World Cup weekend didn't track at all. Had a great weekend. I tracked a game yesterday against a much lower rated player. Lost. So I'm just.
You crushed me in the World Cup.
It wasn't
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a crushing, but it was a very lucky game for me for sure. It was fun.
I think I had a chance to get to 3rd.
Yeah. If Tazos had lost to Zimowit, I would have been 3rd. But whatever.
You were close. That was good. You had a good run. You had a
Yeah.
very nice tournament. You played well.
Thank you very much. But the point is, didn't track, did great. Then tracked yesterday, lost. Like I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth it to me anymore to track. Yeah,
There you go. I like that.
yeah,
I mean, it's a bit risky, but the game is close, so you need it. You can't just let him walk into Cuba.
yeah. No, you got to take Cuba at this point. I mean, it's kind of risky, I suppose, but you got China in hand. Like you can get around it.
Yeah, and Gunman's not coming back around, so you should be fine.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see what happens in the game if the dart draws, Aldrich and Terror and Aleksei loses to DEFCON, then we made a bad decision.
yeah.
But and I don't think you can't play scared.
No, of course. That's like the farther you get into the game, the more fun it is to like just kind of take a like dare death to come at you or whatever. What did you say?
Well, you got to play the odds.
Yeah,
Oh, what did I say?
it was the Game of Thrones quote. It was like, "I say to the god of
Oh, not
death,
today.
not
What
today."
did you say to the god of?
Yeah, yeah. It's a good quote, and it works.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You came close to steamrolling me. All right, he gets Southeast Asia. What's that? Two. I don't know how's Bidart going to get into war games territory.
I don't. I mean, what's Africa's is for 4 now, so
But Alexa has nuke subs active.
yeah. It's. Oh, you're right. Okay, I don't see it. I don't. If I'm the USSR now, I'm just like, okay, it's DEFCON or bust. There's no Europe chance.
Well, he can get Asia domination.
Yeah. Okay. With what? With IP
He
war?
can get those space. He can get those sweet space VPs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's going to do his coup right now. Oh no, he tried to realign. No, he's just looking at the odds.
Okay, there we go. Oof, rolls a 2. Well, still gets him the country probably. Of course.
Yeah, that may be. He doesn't want to step in there.
No, he
can't
doesn't
step
at
in there
all.
while-
You're
I
100%.
think he do.
Yeah. Where are we gonna go here?
Yeah, you just
Oh,
keep bombing away.
rough. Yeah. What you gonna use Junta for ops? Oh, we're gonna do this.
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't have
don't
did
know.
that.
That's just a good headline.
Yeah.
Maybe you got to do that. I don't know.
I might have just done
I
a
think maybe.
like a realignment on Zaire. You know?
I think you could have used socialist for the event to keep him busy for a turn or
Oh
two.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And then maybe you just go ahead and play gun. I mean, I know it's kind of a waste using it right now, but
You're gonna give public.
I really
governments-
like holding Pinta for the headline
Like-
next turn.
I guess you kind of have to give it, but what are you gonna put it into? I mean, Nigeria. You're giving him a free Nigeria if you play it. Yeah, this is
Well, you
probably
can't go into Nigeria.
right. This is probably better. Yeah.
I mean, at least he was able to kind of hold him off for a little bit, but I don't know. I don't think he was really going to coup Angola anyway.
So it seems like Gunman is the headline here in the next turn.
Gunman looks like a good headline. We'll see what else he gets, but Gunman
Yeah.
certainly it's a great headline.
All right, here we go into the late war. Score is even.
I think Bidart wanted to get Asian domination though.
Okay, we have Africa here. Yeah, this is what I think that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, so he's got Ortega, so Aleksei has no DEFCON problem. Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, well. Summit.
Fortunate for Bidart.
The
You can
aforementioned
always dump Africa if you need to.
right. The aforementioned game that I lost while I was tracking, my opponent played Summit for his headline event, and I won the Summit. I still couldn't win the game.
Ooh,
That was a rough 6. That was tough. And
that was tough. But that's not. He can recover from that. He's got 3 ops. He can put 2 back into Mexico, 1 into Nigeria. And this is. I don't know. What do you think about Aleksei's hand here?
Well, I mean, EU and solidarity, or well, whatever. There's yeah, it's kind of
It looks like kind of an average hand to me.
yeah,
You
it's
know,
kind of in the middle. There's nothing that's that problematic, but nothing that's that great. Uh,
exactly.
okay, so let's see here. Wait, what's the status of Argentina? Yeah, this is what I would do for sure first. Just like take some Mexico. Okay, so he's got Iron Lady to maybe swipe Argentina, which is such a fun move
Yeah, that is nice.
when you can do it. And that,
Maybe he wants to take Chile first
yeah,
and then try it, or maybe.
it's like the
And if you do it
longer.
right away, I think he's going to fight for you in Chile.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, look at this. Okay.
Man.
Yeah, now you gotta. Wait, you're gonna. Yeah, okay. I mean,
Wait.
that event
Where,
rules.
where'd he? Where'd he go? What?
He just did
Did he
he
stay?
did Iranian hostage for the event, which is
Okay.
it's an amazing event, but why not Che for for the event? See if we can flip Africa back to our. Well, now we do Che for the event, right? No, now we're gonna do the flip.
He
Okay.
just wants to flip it right away. Which, I mean, that's not terrible, but yeah, I do want those VPs in Africa if I can get them for sure.
I mean, 100%. If we can flip Zimbabwe and Saharan states, then it's kind of undeniable that we'll get the VPs.
Yeah, I think you got to use Che for both of those African non-battlegrounds instead of somewhere in the Americas. You're going to have to play puppet governments too.
You're right.
That's the problem with doing socialist before that. But I don't think he had the ops to get it all done anyway. So Africa's the priority.
Man, a one. Oh, bro. Okay, but now we just get it. Oh, well, let's see here. Now you just got to take Saharan and Sudan and then or Zimbabwe or whatever.
But he
Like,
can't. He's going to have to play puppet.
yeah.
Yeah, his opponents. Yeah.
You
He
needed
might as well
those
just use
VPs.
5 here to get
I
rid
would
of
have
Africa at this point.
fully. My second coup would not have been Uruguay. It would have been
Take a shot at Mozambique or whatever they call it. What, Southeast African state?
Southeast African states. Yeah.
I call it Mozambique, but still.
Yeah, that seems geographically correct to me. Probably. All right. So now, okay, you're blue. Where do the 3 go? Come on, quick, before he goes. Michael Stryker. Where did the 3 go?
What is it? Peru, Haiti. Where else?
Yeah, I agree
Maybe
with
another
that.
place in Africa.
Ethiopia or Sudan or something.
Or maybe even you go, maybe not Peru, maybe you go too into Central America, get yourself a domination there. Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah. Afghanistan's fine. Yeah, Afghanistan's fine.
Okay, well, now
Yeah,
he took a dom, but what? He's like one Zimbabwe coup
1, 2,
away
3,
from
4, 1, 2, 3.
losing it, right?
Yeah, or he just needs to put 1 into Sudan.
Well, all right.
Yeah, you can't just let him give it away. Oh, he's gonna keep 5-year plan again.
No,
That's
no.
very interesting.
No, it's AR6.
Oh no, there's 7. You're 7. Oh, you're right.
He lost
What
a
happened?
card.
Was it grain sales?
I can't remember.
Grain sales.
Yeah, I think it was grain sales.
Yeah, I lost track.
Okay, well, bummer. Bummer, bro.
An even score. Even score.
Even score, but
Um,
I mean, come on. Who would you rather be? I'd rather be blue right now. Just knowing that it's turn 8 and it's even score and
yeah, I think the U.S. is favored here, but it's not. It's definitely not a done deal.
I agree. I
This
mean, I
is
know it's
far, far from hopeless. I mean, he's got very good chances. Unfortunately, he didn't get Asia domination. Someone's going to get 3 VPs for space. That's a huge swing, whoever gets there first.
yeah, you're right about that.
So let me think. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I mean,
6, 7,
I
8,
know that
9.
like De Gaulle is still in the deck. Like, there's things that could that are early war things that could like flip things around. I think blockade is still in the deck. So wouldn't
Yeah.
that be wild?
Yeah.
And NATO's not active. Wouldn't it be wild to see Red just come back and have a Europe like control situation? That'd be fun.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets brush war on Italy. Flip France, then brush wars Italy. Who knows?
Yeah.
Crazy things happen in this game.
That's why I never give up. When I play against low-rated players that just like DEFCON, like suicide in like turn 4 or whatever, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this game never ends. Like, I played a game once where I was Europe controlled, and I used war games to double break Italy. It was amazing. Oh,
this is a powerful hand.
This is a great hand. Okay, what do you headline here?
He did Europe, but the problem is he's got Europe and Mideast too, though.
But
yeah, I don't know.
What do you headline here?
How is he going to fight Europe?
You going to Aldrich?
This may not. I was looking at it and thought it was good because of Aldrich and Purge, but Middle East and Europe are terrible.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about them. OPEC is worth 3, whereas then you lose 9, so you're losing 6. You're down 6 at the end of this turn. Yeah, you play Europe and you hope for defectors. Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, things are not looking great.
Maybe he can flip. Maybe he can flip Libya. Do Purge and do a big coup on Libya.
Yeah, that's what I. Oh, okay.
Oh no! Why not headline?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Or save that. Yeah, save that for next turn, right? Like,
I think that would have been your headline. I don't think you had to try. I guess he did Europe hoping he'll get defectors, but I don't know. I think Aldrich may have been the better headline. I think you would have wanted to do a coup of Libya, AR1, but that's not happening now.
So I have to ask you, again, as a middling player, when I see Aldrich come into my hand as the USSR, it's just automatically my headline. I don't even consider anything else. Is that silly? Do you ever do a mid-turn Aldrich? Like
very rarely.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if the U.S. has headline peak, I don't do it.
Right. Headline peak is different, but
that would probably be the most common time I wouldn't headline Aldrich.
Yeah. I
think he needed to take Purge and do a coup on Libya there.
Yeah. I agree.
This is looking tougher and tougher for him now.
Yeah, the Libya coup would have been huge, just to even out the Middle East.
Well, it would have evened it out, and it's one more VP for OPEC.
Uh-huh. I agree.
Yeah, I'm wondering how he's going to get there now.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have the China card. Yeah, he's got problems now. It's looking worse and worse.
Yeah.
Maybe IP war. Oh.
Yeah,
the U.S. has Pakistan, right?
Well, we'll see in a second. I'm pretty sure that...
I think the U.S. has Pakistan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's U.S.
He took Afghanistan too, though, right?
Right. So
no, but he's got Iran, so it's only +1. Yeah, you got to try IP war.
He could roll a 5 or a 6 with IP war. That'd be big. That'd be really big. I mean, you have to take back Mexico. You have to. Don't. Come on. Use one small step. Yeah. Take back Mexico with one small step. There we go. That's a good move.
Yeah, or just you and John Paul and take it back that way.
Right. Either way. Well, okay, because you're saying if Homeboy gets the 3, then at least you can jump him or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't know how advantageous it is to him at this point.
Yeah. And then we're going to see
Well, that's interesting.
Guatemala
He
right
left with
here.
missile.
Oh,
I
rough.
wasn't paying attention. What card did he discard with Aldrich?
Um, it, God, I forgot already. It was,
Well, it's interesting. It was interesting he didn't choose missile envy, even though he's got Purge in hand. He was just counting on Aleksei not taking the chance, which is probably smart.
yeah, we were having a chat. Man, I don't
No, no,
remember.
no, no, no. Oh, I would have done you and John Paul. I think you got to roll the dice because he's
Yeah, you
behind.
should. I really agree. Like Pakistan would be such a big get here. Oh
It would
man,
flip Asia and give him Asia
it
domination.
would give him Asia domination. That's like a lot of points for the final scoring. It's your only
Well, and
real
Asia's
shot,
not come out yet. Asia may come turn 10.
right? And final scoring. Like that's a lot of points.
Right. Yeah, that's like what, 10, 12 VP
Yeah,
difference?
at
Big swing if
least
he
it's
got it.
probably
And it's a
if
1/3. It's not even that unlikely.
yeah. I man,
I mean, this
Michael.
might be it might be a situation where you got to take the roll, even if it was a 1 out of 6.
I agree. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's regroup. Let's think. How do we win if we're red?
Well, what I need would do is I would count the VPs at this point. So
Uh
what
huh.
is +1, +6, plus, let's see, Asia is what, minus, after shuttle, Asia is what, -1? So that's +5. Mid East is going to be +3. So that's +8. He's going to score it for VP, so that's +11. Africa, so that's +7. How does the U.S. not have domination in South America? I guess they don't. No, it's 2-2 on the battleground. So
Yeah,
+7,
yeah,
plus.
we're holding Argentina. Um, yeah, I don't know.
So he's not that far behind. I think it's only the U.S. winning by like about +10 in final, but I'm not sure how he's going to make it up because he doesn't have any regions that are in his favor. And the U.S. just needs to get Europe, Central. The U.S. needs the scorings to come.
Yeah, man, I really feel like that IP war was like a pivotal card. Like if you had rolled a 5 or a 6 on it, you'd be in the contention to win. But without it, like I don't see how you win. I really don't.
Well, you never know. Crazy things happen.
I know you're
But
right. I've been there. One time I beat Michael Stryker. It was wild. But but
that's not so crazy. That
oh,
happens all the time these days.
for me it was pretty crazy.
But,
That was
but
pretty crazy. Just that reline on Brazil was pretty sweet. That was
that was pretty
that was
good.
pretty great.
Was that just a zero realign?
It
Yeah.
was yeah, it was the zero reline. Yeah. Oh, and then he gets this. That's pretty nice. Okay, okay, okay. This is kind of exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess I would do all that. Something like that. It's kind of hard in this
Yeah.
late in the game to figure out where to put those
Well,
decal.
fight in Asia, fight in the regions that haven't scored. That all makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Then we take Brazil. If you don't take Brazil, bro.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Ooh, he can. Well, yeah, he could probably wait. Even though maybe U.S. moves to
What are the ways
what
that?
is it? Uruguay.
Yeah. But could the U.S. Oh wow. Okay. Wait. So wait. Asia's unscored. Okay. So this makes sense. Okay. We
Oh,
have a dom in Asia now. Okay. So this is exciting.
yeah,
What?
taking Asia makes sense.
Why is
Oh,
he?
I don't know.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, all right. This is getting close. This is getting close.
Okay. 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 This is interesting.
This is interesting.
More interesting
I
than I
think
thought
he's
it
got
would
a
be.
chance. He's got a chance. Got a chance. Get good cards.
Okay. Maybe not the cards I was exactly hoping for, but UN of,
I mean,
let's see, you can't space
you got to
voice.
pray the scoring come right. U.S. draws Asia, and U.S. does not draw Europe.
Right.
Yeah, and maybe flip something in Central, and maybe the U.S. draws Central too.
Yeah.
Let me think. He can.
If you can take a
He can.
South America control and keep Asia dom, can you win? Oh, not great. Well, let's see what can we do with this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, yeah, do it. Yeah, I like that. And then UN Soviets right now, or okay,
No.
maybe
Just,
not.
just
Maybe
take it.
not.
Just take it with
Take
a 3-op, either deep foul or Cuba.
yeah. No, come on, Panama.
Oh, you got to take Panama.
Yeah, you gotta take Panama. Come on.
You absolutely have to take Panama there. You're going to get Brazil later anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yes. This is good. Okay. Okay. I feel like actually now we have a pretty good chance. Like things are looking pretty sweet.
He's got a pathway. His pathway is the U.S. has some scoring
Right.
as Asia and Central or Central. If U.S. has a bad hand, yeah, it's possible.
Yep. I did
Definitely
win one
possible.
game this past weekend because I was losing the whole game, but then I purged him in turn 10 and he had a bad hand. That can really make a huge difference against Francie Pants.
Yeah, I think people tend to give up too quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
But that certainly says Asia, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
That was a very quick play of the China card in turn 10. Yes. Someone's holding the Asia
Yeah,
card. Okay. So,
be
well,
interesting to see what he tries to do here. He could do UN KAL to take Taiwan and keep domination. Very risky then. That means he's going to have to play VOA at
yeah,
somewhere in the turn, which that's not good either. Because he
yeah.
could UN VOA and space KAL right now. But there's no other way I see for him to prevent the U.S.
Oh,
from.
that was nice. So spacing, yeah, that was the better move. Is to UN VOA. Yeah,
I think that's the better move than trying to do something in Asia.
I agree. It's a really close game.
Yeah, I would be doing VP count.
Oh, let's look. Looks like that's what they're
Every single
doing.
time.
So right now,
Yeah.
if by my count, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be 5. Wait, if he can get Central America Dom, isn't that a 5? Or maybe that's a 4. South America, he should be able to get the Dom. He could almost get the control, but can't. Wait, could you destall to get the control in South America right now? Maybe you do that.
Well, you wouldn't get control of Chile, but yeah, I think you just go destall right now.
Yeah.
Fight for South America.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he could try to keep going for Central.
2 in Chile, 1 Brazil, and then
It's very hard to say what the right play is if you don't have a good count on where we end up. Because I don't have a good count right now. So it's what, +2, +7. Asia's -1, +6. Mideast is Mideast is 0, so +6. Africa -4, +2. South America +2. Yeah.
See, that's
now
why
South America's +1.
That's why I would have fought for Chile right now, like just
+2.
But I don't know.
I've got it as almost like minus. I've got it as Bidart winning by 1 right now. It's that close. It's super close, right?
It's a really tight game. So that obviously makes a difference. That AR7 for the U.S. is so big, though. Like, there's so much potential to
MVPs.
In those close games. Oh, that was the one heard around the world. Oh man, here we go. Come on, yeah.
All right, if you're watching, who's going to win? What do you think?
What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't
man.
know. Could be either one.
Do we go?
I would have liked D-Stop to
Come on,
get Vec at
Poland!
some point.
Poland! Come on, put it into Poland, bro! Oh, that's a VP. What are we doing? Don't you think Poland is kind of important? I don't know. Maybe holding on to the Central America VPs
Uh,
is more important, huh?
I don't know. I like keeping my flexibility. I think I would have gone with 2 with VOA. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to get South America now, so that's going to put him maybe in the lead. Ooh.
It's right on the cusp.
If Aleksei has the VPs, if he has like Asia or Central, I think he's in real trouble.
You know, it's funny, when I was doing the research on this game earlier, I saw who won on accident, and I forgot. So this is extra exciting. I was like, oh man, I saw who won, but okay. Here we go. Okay, so 4. Asia's okay, so that's 6. South Africa's 7, Asia's 8, 9.
Plus 7, plus 6.
It's really so close. Oh, such a close game. But
I've got it as -5 right now, so I've got it as Bidart winning by 5 VPs.
but like Middle East is if you have a couple big cards,
Right. One off in the Middle East makes it, down to 2 VPs.
right? And if you have like
But
2
maybe
4-up cards
Bidart can
left,
pick up another 3 by taking South America domination.
yep.
Yeah, so I think this is maybe Bidart's to win at this point. That's crazy, isn't it? We thought it was pretty unlikely there for
Really?
a while, but things really flipped for him.
I'm shocked. This is why I'm glad I'm talking to you. Okay.
Well, you never know. That's the thing.
Okay, what do we do here? Take 4 out of Venezuela, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
your domination. That makes sense.
Okay.
Up there, that makes sense. That's the VP.
And then like maybe
You've got 2 more to go.
yeah, like I would say
Um,
it's not
what does
great.
that go? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you can get an Africa domination. I don't think there's any more African 1-stabs, are there?
There are not. There's a bunch of 2
I
stabs.
can't tell. What is that? Is that Kenya over there?
GG. Interesting game. It was interesting.
Very interesting. Very
Um,
close. Pretty much the whole way through.
yeah. It's a fun one to talk about. This is great. I hope we can do it again.
I think he can take Africa domination. He could put 2 in one of like Algeria or Tunisia, not Algeria, but in Tunisia or Ghana. Not sure where else he would go. He's got plenty of time though, so he's got 40. This is where you want to spend your time and actually think about it before you just play.
Yeah.
Make a smart decision. You're counting. Don't just rush it. There's no reason at all to rush your play here.
100%. I agree with like making it harder to take Middle East seems smart to me. But like you need a dom somewhere, right? Like the problem is
Well, he could always break you in Iran still. Even if you put 2 into Saudi, he could just spend a 2 up and break you in.
yeah.
I think you're better off to be aggressive than you are being defensive. Even though 1 right there makes sense to me.
Yeah,
That's a
put
clear
1
VP.
there. I agree. Put 1 there. Put 1 and then what? Put 2 into yeah. I don't know. It seems like as long as Aleksei has a 4-op in hand, then he's got it, right?
I don't know. I don't know that it's. I think maybe Bidart has it.
Huh.
This is where you're really counting, and you're being very precise in your play.
I wish that I were more precise.
This is very defensive. I don't like that defensiveness. Overprotecting everything. I'd rather just. You want to get a domination. Get your domination for sure in South America.
Yeah, you have to do that. The one in Uruguay that's like you have to do that. You're gonna go 2 in
I think
Uruguay?
you gotta go there. I mean, it makes them at least spend a 2-op to break it to stop that. Yeah, I think Bidart's in pretty good shape, actually.
Well, I can't wait to see.
I think I would just go too into to Tunisia. Or what is the country that's just to the west of Nigeria? I call it Ghana, but
Ivory
it's
Coast.
some other name.
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. Yeah, Ivory Coast. Maybe two to Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That prevents them from doing the break there.
All right. Well, this is it. Oh, come on. I thought you were going to press the button.
But he can break. He can break in Panama is worth what, 3 VPs. A break in Syria is worth 2 VPs. I don't think he can do anything in Asia.
And Poland.
Yeah, he could break in Uruguay unless he doubles it.
You got to take Poland.
One in Saudi is worth 3 VPs. But even like breaking Panama and putting one in Saudi, so if he's got a 3 up now he's got to get 2 there.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. This is hard to say.
No,
but he really should be taking his time and thinking about it. This is good. He's taking his time.
Yeah, no, of course.
You need to figure this out. You need to be counting. This is where you have to actually count it and find exactly what you need.
Yeah, it's just that, like, you know, like the early war, it's pretty obvious what you need to do. You need to spread, right? And when you get to this very last moment of counting, it's so much stress. You're like, okay, like there's so many possible places to do stuff. What's the most optimal? And you can get into this analysis paralysis thing. But it's what the best players do.
This is where I get into trouble because a lot of times I'm low on time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of times I typically spend whatever time I've got. You know, if I'm playing a 45-minute game, I'm going to spend 44 minutes. If I'm playing an hour game, I'm going to spend 50 minutes plus.
Yeah. Well, Mike, whoa! Look at that. Is that it? Is that the game?
He's going to pull it.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's going to win it.
Look at that.
He's going to win it. Yeah.
All my pessimism and we won. What a fun one.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. Hey, Michael Stryker, it was really fun to talk to you about this game. It was a fun night for me. Any final thoughts before we say goodnight?
That was quite the enjoyable game. Congratulations to Bidart. He hung in there.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks again for watching. And I've always wanted to say this. Thanks from Action Round Zero. Twilight Struggles. Biggest stage.
I heard a young father, a very prominent young man in the entertainment world, addressing a tremendous gathering in California. It was during the time of the Cold War, and communism and our own way of life were very much on people's minds, and he was speaking to that subject. And suddenly, though, I heard him say, "I love my little girls more than anything," and I said to myself, "Oh no, don't say that." But I had underestimated him. He went on, "I would rather see my little girls die now, still believing in God, than have them grow up under communism and one day die no longer believing in God." and thereby remove yourself from the struggle between right and wrong.